All right, welcome back to my channel, guys. I want to be sharing with you guys another top secret. All right, another top secret. All right, I've studied the algorithm of dairy for a very long time. All right, I know some patterns that keep repeating itself, some things that just keep happening on the market. All right, so I'll be sharing with you guys. The last one I posted did very well because I shared there was a top secret I shared on that video. You can go back and check my previous video. All right, that video did over 10K the first week of posting and is now running on over 18K views. All right, that's because I shared value on that video, and I have another one to share with you guys here. In fact, I have a whole lot to share with you guys, so just make sure you subscribe to this channel and stick around. Okay, myself and my VIPs currently are milking right now. We're making profits. You can see it for yourself. You can see it for yourself. So you just permit me to close some of these positions first while I secure them, and then I'll come back to show you guys how we do this. All right. Okay, so I've closed some positions. All right, I'm sure that whatever happens, I'll still be in good profit. Myself and my team will still be in good profit. Okay, so like I said, these are patterns that repeat itself over time, guys. It repeats itself a lot of times. These patterns repeat itself a lot of times, right? So if you are a trader and you're familiar with the fake out, okay, you will be able to take advantage of this. All right, and if you are not familiar with the fake out, I'll tell you exactly how it works on this video. So just make sure you stay close. Make sure you stay close and pay attention to this. All right, so before you even think of making the trading decision, you have to be able to tell the direction of the market on a higher time frame. It's very important. It's very important to know the direction of the market on a higher time frame. Okay, this strategy works perfectly on the 5 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, right? But I usually just milk the boom or crash assets on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, so if you switch to the 4 hours time frame, you'll notice I have my my horizontal line, my trend line. You can see I have this. This is placed because I've seen a clear trend, right? This strategy will work better if you see a clear trend, right? It's always advised to work with a clear trend. So we've seen a clear trend. You've seen that the market is pushing downwards. You can see it creates this high and then a lower high here, all right? And then this is the third lower high you are taking advantage of, right? This is the third lower high you are taking advantage of. So you can also see that I have my horizontal line around that area. Okay, so that area is a strong resistance for me, and the market is already going downwards. Okay, on the 4 hours time frame, which is a very powerful time frame, you can see that the market is selling, right? It is selling. It is selling. So for crash pairs, you want to be selling. You want to catch spikes on crash, you want to be selling. You want to catch spikes on boom, you want to be buying, right? Right. So now you've seen that the market is in your direction. You want to be catching spikes, you want to be selling. Okay, what do? Usually I would switch to lower time frames. Accordingly, I will switch to the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, 15 minutes before I get to the 5 minutes. What I'll do on these time frames is just to check these areas, right? To check that price is still around this area, okay, my resistance area, and also to check for the candlesticks printed on those areas. If I see bearish candlesticks on those areas, especially on all of those time frames, then my strategy is 90% good to go, right? I'll just have to check the fake out confirmation and then I'll take my trade. I'll show you how it works. All right, so for the sake of this video, I don't want this video to be too long, guys. I don't want this video to be too long because I still have to go monitor the market and of course give my VIPs directives on what to do or not to do. I love my VIPs. I don't want anybody losing. Okay, be it if you are using a big account, small accounts, you win on my team. Okay, so I don't want anybody losing, so I'll just have to go give them updates. So this video don't have to be too long. Okay, so now we've seen that the market is in a downtrend on the 4 hours time frame. That is very important to identify. Your trend is very important to identify. You don't want to be trading when you are not sure of the trend. Okay, most people will tell you to follow the trend. That is very, very important. You have to always follow the trend, especially if you want to take good advantage of the fake out strategy that I'm about to share with you guys here. So right here you see we have the market in a downtrend on the 4 hours time frame. I usually just like looking up the 4 hours time frame. All right, I like looking up the 4 hours time frame a lot. So on the 4 hours time frame, we have the downward trend. We also have markets in my resistance area. We also have a candlestick that is printed bearish. It opened and closed bearish, right? Guys, closing price is very important. Closing price is very important. All right, closing price is more important to me than opening price. Okay, so price market opening around here and closing around here is a good sign for me that it's going to sell. It opens around here. Yeah, see the body of the candle. I think I should just zoom a bit so you can see clearly. All right, so it opens here. All right, rallies up here and then goes down and then comes back to close here. It closed bearish at the end of the day on the 4 hours time frame. Now all of this happening here is going on, is also happening on the lower time frame, and it's printing bearish candlesticks on the lower time frame. So if I'm lucky enough to find bearish candlesticks on all of the lower time frames after the 4 hours time frame, then I'm sure that my fake out strategy is going to work out. But even if you don't get to see that, you just need to see bearish candlesticks on the significant time frames, like the 1 hour, the 4 hours. Okay, if you see it on 30 minutes, it's still fine. Okay, so now we've seen the market in a downward trend. We've seen the market in your resistance area. The confluence here is also a signal. Okay, I mean my horizontal line and my trend line coming together here is also a signal to sell. Okay, but I don't want to depend on all of this because I want to be trading with this fake out strategy that I am talking about right now. Okay, so switching to you switch down to 5 minutes time frame, right? Like I said, I like to do it accordingly, but for the sake of this video, not for it to be too long, we'll just go straight to the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, you guys can see that we are printing. Okay, now how does the fake out strategy work? I need to zoom this out. Okay, how does it work? Okay, how does it work? All right, so if you are able to identify the fake out, then this is going to work for you perfectly. But if you're not able to identify it, this is it. Right, so you see price move past your horizontal, you see price move past your area of interest, your resistance area, but you notice that you've noticed already that the market is in a downtrend, but then price moves past your resistance on the lower time frame, but doesn't move past it on the higher time frame. Right, if it moves past your resistance on the lower time frame, but you don't see this happen on the higher time frame, let's say on the 4 hours time frame or the 1 hour time frame, you still see that price is still below your horizontal line. Right, price is still below your horizontal line, but coming down to 5 minutes time frame, you notice that price has moved past your horizontal line. Okay, some persons just might feel like, oh, okay, so price has broken my resistance, it's going to buy, let me buy. But then this happens, guys. This happens. You see, it drops back into that resistance. All right, it drops back into that resistance. It drops back into that area. Okay, it drops back into that area. This time around, it doesn't form support. Look at this area. You see, when it spiked here, some persons must have thought of buying. Okay, but this happens again. Okay, if they fail to check the higher time frame, they just might think that's a proper breakout and retest. Okay, but it's not. That's a fake out. Now this happens again. It drops back into that area, and then this time around it goes back to retest that area, still as resistance, as resistance. Now this market, I was supposed to sell after I've seen price come back to this resistance. Okay, but I wouldn't just sell. I want to see a bearish candlestick at that level. But unfortunately, the bearish candlestick was a long spike. It was way too long that it came down to this area. All right, it was very long that it came down to this area. So I couldn't take the trade again. Rather, I waited, hoping that it goes back into that area. Okay, I don't want to be taking my trade way too far from the structure here, because I really like to depend on structure for my entries and exits. Okay, so I waited for it, and fortunately for me, it came back to that area. Okay, now this area is fair enough, so I take my sell entry here. All right, I take my sell entry here, and then what happened next? You guys can see for yourself. Massive spikes keep going. It keeps going, guys. It keeps going. all of these spikes, guys, this is this is something that happens almost all the time. So if you follow this properly, you'll make as much as 200 bucks for yourself every day. You make as much as possible, depending on your equity, guys. Okay, you don't want to risk too high if you're having small equity. You don't want to risk too high if you're having small equity. So you want to trade according to your equity. You want to calculate your lot, you want to calculate your risk and all of that. Okay, so this is a pattern that works almost all the time. This is something I have seen happen repeatedly a lot of times, right? So it has become a very strong confirmation for me to sell and catch spikes on the crash markets. Yeah, boom and crash market, of course. It works almost the same as, of course, you know, you want to be buying if you are trying to catch spikes on the boom market. So you don't want to be selling. You don't want to see price at your resistance, rather you want to see price at your support. You want to see price break out your support and then come back to that support and then retest that support. Okay, so this is something that will make you rich if you follow it attentively. Just make sure you follow it. If you have any questions, you can just reach out to me on WhatsApp. I'll drop my WhatsApp number on the description of this video. It will just be a link, so you just click and then you reach me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll also be dropping my free Telegram link, so you come on board and see, just see for yourself how we are making the market every day. You know, take a part of what we're doing there and just be profitable, guys. I want all of us to be rich. Okay, I want all of us to be rich. I want all of us to be rich. It's very lonely at the top. Okay, I want to see all of us make a lot of money for ourselves, guys. Trust me, guys, it's possible to make money trading. It's possible to make a lot of money trading. I have made a lot of money trading. I know you can do it too. Okay, so I don't want anybody feeling like trading is not real. Okay, you don't end up involving yourself in things that are not legal. Okay, just make sure that this thing is very possible, guys. This is very easy. It's very easy. If you have any challenges, just reach out to me. Okay, I'll be ready to attend to all of you guys. Just make sure you reach out, guys. All right, take care of you guys. Make sure you practice this first. Practice it first. Don't apply it on your demo unless on your real account, unless you see it work for you too. Okay, that's if you understand how this works properly. If you follow it properly and you understand how it works and you see good profits on your demo, you can just go make the money for yourself, guys. Trust me, guys, I'll be bringing you guys more top secrets. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post it, it will hit you straight up. Right? Peace, guys.